Ready? Yeah. Red egg back in the basket. We have a red egg. Who's got red? What is that? Red. Red, red. You have purple. There, it's purple. I call it purple. Okay. Anybody else have purple? Put it in there. If you have orange, who's got orange? Put it in there. Put your egg in there. Good morning. If you have blue, who's got blue? You have blue? I thought you had red. I know. I'm like messing with them. I was just making him look at me like, oh, okay. If you have yellow, who's got yellow? All right. Yellow. How about green? Who's got green? You gotta have green? Okay. Put it in there.
Leave your spot, buddy.
Okay, here we go. Oh, who's got blue? Put it in the basket. Put it in there. Good job. Okay, listen, we're going to go through our alphabet. What's the first letter of the alphabet? Oh, sorry. She had yellow. She put hers in there. I just didn't call pink. Who's got pink? Put it in there. I do that every time. I've done that 3 times this day. Oh, missed the spot. Here we go. What's the first letter of the alphabet?
A.
And what's the last letter?
Z.
Z. What is that letter right there?
A.
This one is G. What's this one? F. This one is F. How about this one right here? That's an S. How about that one? P. What kind of a sound does P make? Good job. How about this one? What is this? What kind of a sound does a W make?
Y.
How about that one? What is that?
B.
B. What kind of sound does a B make? Good job. How about one more? What is that one? Y. What does a Y sound like? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with A and we're going to end with C. We're going to do our ABC song. You ready? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, yourself a pat on the back. You're so smart. Okay, listen, this time we're going to count. We're going to count from 1 to 10. We're going to use our fingers, so wiggle them, wiggle them, wiggle them. Get them loose. Here we go. I want to see your fingers. He was singing that too, by the way. Here we go. You ready? 1. Let me see your fingers. 1, 2. Put your fingers up. 3, 4, 5. Give me a wave. Give me a wave. Good job. Keep your 5 up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me a double wave. Good job, good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. You're smart. Okay, now we're going to do Spanish. What's 1 in Spanish? Uno. That's right. And if you don't know it, say it right after we do. You ready? Here we go. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. Good job. We're going to do that one more time. You ready? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. Good job. Give yourself a double pat. And a squeeze. Today we're going to talk about popcorn. What do you know about popcorn?
It pops up.
You eat it?
Yeah, it's like these tummy.
It is.
I don't like it.
And you cook it. What happens when you cook popcorn?
It pops.
So, does popcorn come from a bean or a seed?
A seed.
Which is it? One said bean and one said seed.
I said seed.
It comes from a seed. Have you ever seen popcorn on? Popcorn is kind of like corn on the cob, and it comes on the cob like corn on the cob does, and that's where popcorn comes from. So we're going to read a couple books with some popcorn in it, and I have a couple of poems today we're going to read because April is coming up, and it is Poetry Month. So this book is called The Popcorn Dragon.
The popcorn dragon. I always wanted that book.
You did?
Yeah.
It's kind of a long book, so hopefully you're in for it. Here we go. You ready? Dexter was a dragon with a green scaly body and a long twisty tail. He had short knobby legs. He had wings like a bat, which he would be able to fly with when he was older. Like all dragons, Dexter had a hot breath. When he got mad or excited and breathed extra hard, his breath grew extra hot. One day, Dexter felt sad because he had no one to play with. He was so sad that he sighed a deep sigh. Out of his mouth came a cloud of smoke. Why, look at me, said Dexter. I'm blowing smoke. He could hardly believe it. He sat still and breathed hard. Sure enough, smoke was coming out of his mouth. Dexter cried, I never knew I could blow smoke. He ran to his mother, panting for joy. He shouted, look at me, blowing smoke. Look, he's blowing smoke out of his mouth. He ran to the edge of the river where he could see himself in the water. He said to himself, just look at that smoke, he thought. I'm going to show the other animals how I can blow smoke. Dexter began to stroll up and down. He puffed a little smoke here, he puffed a little smoke there, and as if blowing smoke was just nothing. After a while, he saw the other animals, the giraffe and the zebra and the elephant, peeking at him from behind some rocks. Why are they hiding from him?
Because he looks scary.
Why does he look scary?
Because he's all scaled up.
And he's what?
A dragon.
He's a dragon. What's he blowing out of his mouth?
Smoke.
Smoke. The giraffe, the zebra, and the elephant all came out and watched Dexter blowing smoke. Their eyes nearly popped out of their heads. Dexter blew smoke till he looked like a bonfire. What's a bonfire?
It's a fire where you put sticks in.
Yeah. Is it little or big?
Little.
It's big. A bonfire is like really big, like a really big fire.
And when you put all the sticks in the fire,
Yeah.
and the fire gets bigger and bigger.
Pretty soon the giraffe slipped quietly away and hid behind a rock. He said, trying to blow smoke like Dexter, but he couldn't do it. Can giraffes blow smoke? No. Then the zebra ran off and disappeared over a hill. He said, "Ooh, ooh," trying to blow smoke like Dexter. Can a zebra blow smoke like a dragon? No. Finally, the elephant said, "Goodbye, I have to go." He trotted into the woods and went, "Woo, woo, woo," trying to blow smoke like Dexter, but he couldn't. So he said, Who wants to blow smoke?"
No one.
Nah, but he did, didn't he? And he got,
He's a dragon.
yeah. They all came back and watched Dexter out of the corner of their eyes to see how he blew smoke. Dexter was delighted. He said, "I can blow smoke and you can't." Dexter pranced around showing off. He chased a yellow butterfly with his smoke. He popped a cloud of smoke at a green grasshopper. He scared a striped chipmunk with his smoke. He even puffed a small puff, accidentally of course, right at the other animals. The smoke felt rather warm to the other animals. The giraffe said, "You stop it." The zebra said, "I'm going home." It wasn't very nice that he did that, was it? I don't think he could help it, though. Dexter stopped blowing smoke. He thought, "I don't want them to go home." He said loudly, "Oh, I guess I won't blow plain smoke anymore. I think I will blow smoke rings." He stuck his head straight up in the air and blew smoke rings. What shape is a smoke ring? What is that?
Circle.
It's a circle. He was blowing smoke in circles, look. The other animals just had to watch Dexter blow smoke rings. They moved back a little so they wouldn't get scorched. They watched till they were so envious they could hardly stand it. They were jealous. They wanted to be able to do that. Finally, the elephant said, certainly is silly. Blowing smoke rings." He started to stalk away. Dexter stopped blowing smoke rings. He thought, "What can I do to make them stay?" Then he said loudly, "Oh, I guess I won't blow plain smoke rings anymore. I think I will blow smoke rings around my tail." He turned his head and blew smoke rings around his tail. He switched his tail this way and that and blew rings around it. He switched his tail this way and that and blew rings around it. Finally, he switched so hard he hit himself in the nose with his tail. That probably did. Finally, the blow brought tears to his eyes. Dexter blinked quickly and said, "See, I can even hit myself in the nose." Have you ever hit your nose really hard?
No.
The animals were so jealous that not knowing how Dexter's nose hurt that they couldn't bear to watch one more minute. The zebra said, "That Dexter's always showing off." And the giraffe said, "We don't like him, do we?" And the elephant said, "Come on, let's go." Then, when Dexter saw the other animals actually going, he stopped blowing smoke rings. Suddenly, he remembered that he wanted someone to play with. He called out hopefully, "Want me to come with you?" The giraffe said, "No, they didn't." Oh, is he happy? Why is he so sad?
Because he's missing friends.
Yeah, all of his friends left. Dexter watched them go. Then he went home and said to his mother in a forlorn voice, "I haven't got anything to do." His mother said, "Blow some smoke." "I don't feel like it," said Dexter. His mother said, "Go play with the other animals." "They won't play with me," said Dexter. "Why won't the animals play with him?" Because he keeps blowing smoke and they can't, so they're jealous. So, then you must have been showing off, his mother said. Dexter wandered down the road to where the other animals were playing. He wished he could play too. He sat down to watch. The zebra shouted, "We don't like you. Go away." Was that nice? No, that wasn't very nice at all. Dexter was very sorry now that he had showed off. He had no one to play with. He was tired of blowing smoke. He wandered into a cornfield and lay down in the shade of the tall corn stalks. Do you remember where popcorn comes from? He watched a yellow butterfly flutter against the blue sky. He watched a green grasshopper hop on a blade of green grass. The butterfly and grasshopper did not know or care how lonely Dexter felt. He could hear the far-off voices of the animals playing. The sun was warm, the sound of insects, and the far-off voices began to make Dexter drowsy. His eyes closed, and he fell asleep. Dexter began to dream fireworks were going off. Then he dreamed the most delicious smell in the world. He woke up and he heard pop, pop, pop. What happened?
Popcorn.
Oh, popcorn, cried Dexter. Right under his nose was an ear of corn that had fallen off the stalk onto the ground, and Dexter's hot breath was popping the corn on the ear. Pop, pop, pop. The kernels came popping out. Dexter reached out and gobbled some. Crunch, crunch, smack, gobble, gulp. Good, said Dexter. How did he do that? How did he make the popcorn pop?
Because of his smoke.
Does smoke make things burn?
No.
But remember what they said about his smoke?
That it made fire.
That it was what?
Fire.
Hot. His breath was hot. Soon the popcorn on the ground was all gone, and Dexter wanted some more. He stood on his hind legs and pulled the husk off the ear of corn on a cornstalk. Then very carefully, Dexter breathed his hot breath on the ear of corn. Pop went the corn. Pop, 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 pop. The crisp white kernels fell in a shower. The popcorn smell began to drift through the air. Guess who started to smell the popcorn?
His friends.
Are they his friends?
No.
They said they didn't want to be his friends anymore. The giraffe, the zebra, and the elephant stopped their playing. They said, popcorn. They put their noses up in the air and went towards the smell. When Dexter looked up from his crunching, they were peeking around the corn stalks. Dexter swallowed the popcorn. He said quickly, have some? The giraffe, the zebra, and the elephant cried, but you've eaten it all up. Dexter said, I'll pop more. How's he going to pop more popcorn?
Because of his smoke.
Yeah, he's going to breathe on what?
Popcorn.
Where does the popcorn come from?
Corn.
Like on it comes from a corn stalk. It's on an ear of corn. He moved eagerly along the row of corn stalks to a new place and quickly pulled off some of the husks. His hot breath started to pop the corn. The popcorn fell all around, and the animals crunched and munched. Soon, the popcorn was gone. Dexter said quickly, for fear they would go away, I'll pop some more if you want. And the animals looked at each other. The giraffe said, that Dexter's very nice when he doesn't show off. The zebra said, let's ask him to play with us. And the elephant said to Dexter, want to play with us, Dexter? Dexter cried, okay. He was so delighted that before he knew it, he breathed a little hard, and out came a cloud of smoke. But Dexter quickly turned his head to one side. Oh, excuse me, please, he said politely. And when they had played until they were hungry, Dexter popped popcorn for everyone. Would you like to have a dragon that can make popcorn?
No.
You wouldn't? I would. Me too. I love popcorn. I eat popcorn every day.
I want to have a dragon to put my popcorn.
Stand up. We're going to move a little bit. Okay, stop right now. Stop your feet. Move my arms around. Clap your hands. La 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 la. We're gonna start stomping. That's what we start with, okay? Okay, listen.
Let's use our imaginations and do some silly made-up dances. Let's pretend to dance like an airplane flying side to side.
Side to side.
Now let's pretend to dance like a chicken in outer space.
And you're in outer space, so you're floating. Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk.
Now let's make our bodies into a star dance and dance like a star would.
Star.
scissors, cutting
Scissors.
paper.
Scissors cutting paper.
Now dance like you're doing a wheelie on a motorcycle.
Whoa, whoa, a wheelie. Whoa, pull up over a tire. Whoa. Stomp your feet. I can move my arms around. Clap your hands. Sing along with my voice. La 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 la. 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 La 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 la. Okay, listen.
Wow, that was a lot of fun dancing. Were you able to keep up with all that? Yeah? Well, what if we go even faster?
Oh no, we're gonna
You
go
think you
really
can keep
fast.
up with me then? Let's see. Here we go.
Good job. Woo! That was hard, wasn't it? Okay, sit down.
I'm all up.
You are? That's good. Me too. Oh, let's see. This book is a poem book, and it's in the book of the title of this book is called Popcorn. But not all the poems are about popcorn. This one is about a dog in a car. Have you ever gone to Walmart or the grocery store and seen a dog in the car?
I did.
You have? This talks about dogs in the car. It said dogs go in the back seat. Always in the back seat. Miles in the back seat, hours in the back seat. But in the parking lots of shopping centers, you'll see dogs. You'll see dogs get their chance at last to drive. Can dogs drive? No. But look, he's sitting where the steering wheel is. So he's pretending that he drives. This one is about spring, and that's what we're getting ready to have. What does it mean when it's spring out?
It's hot.
It's hot? Are you hot?
Yeah, when it's really hot, I get like,
Isn't summer hot?
no.
Is spring hot all the time? When is it cool? When is it cooler? When? In the daytime, spring is hot, and in the nighttime, spring is
Cold.
yeah. And some days it rains a lot in the spring. What else happens in the springtime? What do the plants start to do?
They grow.
They do. They start to wake up, and the trees start to wake up too because they have been sleeping all winter. They've been hibernating. So what happens to the trees in the springtime? How do you know they're waking up?
Because they're growing.
How do they grow?
By seeds.
They grow from seeds or nuts. How do you know a tree is awake in the spring? What grows out of the tree?
Nuts.
No.
Leaves.
Leaves. That's right. But they start off with little buds and then they grow bigger. You could say this isn't much of a morning. Cold mist across the meadow, the woods in chatters, foghorns fleeting, the ocean drones like traffic on a highway. Towels hung out to dry are dripping from the line. When suddenly, from around the side of the house, a soft wind comes carrying the smell of lilacs. What's a lilac? You don't know what a lilac is? Anybody know what a lilac is? A lilac is a flower that blooms in the spring. It's a spring flower. It blooms in the spring and it's purple. And it's all different colors of purple and white. That's a lilac. All right, good job. Let's do that. This book is called If You Take a mouse to the movies. And it's kind of a winter book, but it's the only popcorn book I could find. Obviously, black popcorn mouse.
They're fine.
If you take a mouse to the movies, where's the mouse?
In the back of the hood.
In the back of his hood. Can you see it? He's going to the movies, and in the back of his jacket, he has a hood on the back, and in that hood, there's a little mouse. If you take a mouse to the movies, he'll ask you for some popcorn. When you give him the popcorn, look at that giant popcorn thing for that little mouse. He'll want to string it all together. Why in the world's he doing that?
Because he likes strings and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Then he'll want to hang it on a Christmas tree. Have you ever put popcorn on a Christmas tree?
No.
Yeah, mine never makes it that far. You'll have to buy him one. So we had to go out and buy him a Christmas tree. And on the way home, he'll see what?
Snowman.
A snowman in your neighbor's yard, and he'll want to make one of his own. There he is, look. He's trying to make a snowman.
Yeah, like little snowman.
Then he'll need a carrot for his
No.
nose. What's different about this snowman from that snowman?
It's a girl.
I think it looks more like a what?
Mouse.
It looks like a mouse. He gave him mouse ears. When he's all finished, he'll decide to build a fort. He'll ask you to help him. Oh, look at that. Snowball fort.
Nice.
Then he'll want to make some snowballs and have a snowball fight. Boy, look at him throwing those snowballs.
That's what's like a dog.
Playing outside will make him cold. He'll want to go inside and curl up on the couch. Then, or a blanket. Look, he hung his pants up on the lampshade too because they're wet. Once he's nice and cozy, he'll want to listen to Christmas carols. And you'll have to find some on the radio. So he wants to listen to Christmas songs. He'll probably sing along. The carols will remind him of his Christmas tree, so he'll want to make ornaments. You'll get him some paper and glue, and he'll ask for glitter. When the ornaments are done, look at that. He made some cute stuff. He's got glitter everywhere. He'll hang them all up, and then he'll stand back to look at the tree. And what do you think he'll notice is missing? He'll notice his popcorn string is missing. Look at all those ornaments. He hung so many ornaments on the tree, it's like falling over. So he'll want to make another one. He'll ask you for some popcorn, and chances are, when you give him the popcorn, he'll want you to take him to the movies. Have you ever had popcorn at the movies?
Yeah.
You have? Is it good?
Yeah.
You went to the movies? You went to what? Oh, you went to saw it. Okay. Did you like it? Did you like
Oh, we're gonna have a snack. Good job, buddy.
Snowball. This is snowball fight. Is this a snowball fight? I want so many snowballs.
No, you just get one. We're going to pretend like it's popcorn.
So close.
I'm gonna cut my popcorn. Pop, pop.
Okay, so look at the basket right here. So don't, you have to wait. We're gonna do some popcorn. You ready? Stand up.
You gotta give me one.
Okay. Hey, y'all, wait, please. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is your popcorn. Popcorn, popcorn. Put it from one hand to the other.
I can't do it.
Popcorn.
Wait,
Practice, listen, do it. Hold your popcorn. Hold your popcorn. Hold your popcorn. Listen, you gotta hold it. Hold it. Hold your popcorn. Hold it. Wait, just wait. Hold your popcorn, okay? Really close. Put your hands together and pass it from one hand to the other. Popcorn, popcorn in a pan. Popcorn, popcorn, pop if you can. Getting hotter, getting hotter, getting hotter. Pop. Toss it in the basket.
Oh, I almost got it. I got it.
Toss it in the basket. Miss Lisa? You called me Michelle. I've never been called Michelle before. Okay, everybody get your popcorn. Get one popcorn.
This is mine now.
Well, technically for the moment. Just one. Just one. That way everybody will get one. Get your popcorn out.
That one. That one.
Okay, get one and then come back here so you can toss it.
Right there. Right there in the middle.
You ready? Here we go. We're going to toss it from hand to hand. Ready? Popcorn, popcorn in the pan. Popcorn, popcorn, pop if you can. Getting hotter, getting hotter, getting hotter. Pop! I missed.
I can't get my
Throw it, Milo.
Okay.
I did it, Mommy.
Toss it. Toss it in there.
I did it.
Okay. Grab a popcorn. We'll do it one more time. One more time. Get a popcorn. Careful.
Got one. You want one?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. From hand to hand like this. Popcorn, popcorn in a pan. Popcorn, popcorn, pop if you can. Getting hotter, getting hotter, getting hotter, getting hotter. Pop! Toss it.
I got it.
Watson, yours is on the floor.
Toss it in there. Toss it. Good job. Good job. Okay, listen. Today we're going to go have a seat at the table and we're going to practice writing our names today.
I want
You do that first, and then you can come back and we're going to work on our names.